Hey guys, June with the Peggy Hill team here, working from home today, and thought I'd just hop on here and just share some of the little things that are keeping me busy around the house. Certainly with working from home and the kids having online schooling at home, we've been doing and kind of recognizing some of the things that we love around this house and some of the changes we still want to make. But I thought I'd hop on and just share a couple that we have done that I definitely really love, and maybe it'll give someone some inspiration. It's definitely nothing mind-blowing. This house for us, we're in the south end of Barrie, and for lack of a better term, we're in a cookie cutter style 2-story. So some of you will probably share the finishes that we have and some of the little quirks about these houses that can be irritating. So we've done quite a bit of updates and upgrades throughout, but keeping in mind that this isn't this isn't our forever house. So this is kind of the place we'll be maybe for 10 years. The kids can walk to school, and then probably we'll build at that point, and all of my design ideas will come to life. So I thought I'd share a couple of quick little things, but definitely my mentality throughout this house has been, count the pennies and the dollars will watch out for themselves. Anything that I do, I try to make it look good without spending a ton, because I just know that return's not going to be there someday for me. So one of the things I did, I'm in my daughter's bathroom right now. She has the second master suite, so it was the original suite to this model, and her windows that look out, one looks out to the pool, but the other one, it's all just rooftops, so not a great view, and the privacy was kind of lacking. So I got this film. Hopefully you can get a good view of it. I got this film on Amazon. It was like $14.99 a sheet, and you needed one sheet for each window. So, $30. I took the blinds down. I've got some holes to fill. I'm going to notice that this entire little tour here. But I've got some holes to fill, but it provides amazing privacy. And I don't know if you can notice, but at this time of day when the sun is coming up and over, you get this amazing kind of rainbow pattern on the walls. And then at night, it's got kind of a silver look to it. It's amazing. So great investment for the cost. You just get your razor blade and your level, cut your straight line, super simple. It literally just peels off. You can pop it off at the corners here. That's how easy. There's no residue or anything left on your windows. So I love that one. The other thing I'll talk about in my boys' bathroom, just take a note of this mirror. I did some trim work there on that. And this is was supposed to be a second closet. So we actually made it for my daughter into a little office space. And this is a piece of shelving, just that you can get anywhere, like at Home Depot. And I just mounted it with some little 1x1s underneath. And it is a great workspace for her. I didn't see COVID coming, but certainly now it's an even better, use of space. She still has storage on this side. We still have the dresser. And then I just put the pegboard up, and I just used some simple MDF. I use this throughout the house on like every project I have, because it's like $7 for an 8-foot section and super simple to work with. It's already primed. And then, I pictured she'd have pens and that kind of thing in here, but we've got some jewelry hanging. It's perfect. So added a plug in there. I have an amazing electrician, Les Quartz. He put a plug down there for me, which was great. So coming into her room here, I'm just going to point out this couch. I have 3 of these. And if anybody's looking for some great furniture, home decor and more, there's one in Alliston. You can just search it on Facebook. There's one in Alliston. There's one in Hanover, that's Sun. And there's also one somewhere else. So I go to Alliston and pick up this stuff. But these couches, these are called the Click Clack. I think I paid $300 for it. She hates the pink now. We will change it, I'm sure. But they lay down flat. So they literally are that easy to lay each piece down. I have 3 of them. For sleepovers and stuff, they're amazing. So highly recommend those. Absolutely love that. So moving along. So this is my boys' bathroom. We did do double sinks, but this is just a typical, builder mirror. And I just trimmed it out with some baseboard. I still have some dapping to do. I notice in the winter, I'm sure with the house moving a little bit and shifting, I always have, some cracks. So dap is definitely my best friend. And in the boys' bathroom, I actually did this hardwood tile, and I really wasn't sure about it. But if you guys can get a look at that, and I'll go from this view. It is the best. I absolutely love it. It's so warm on the feet. We went with a dark grout. Color wise, because I do change things a lot, I can pull any color for towels and stuff. So I absolutely love that as well. But great tile. It hides everything. With 3 boys using this bathroom, it's perfect. So I think that's it in here. I have this really funky, you can find them at antique stores as well. It has antique doorknobs. I absolutely love it. I have 2 of them. So I hang my towels on those. Also in my upper floor, you'll notice all of my upper floor and in the basement, I did all of my doors in a Kendall charcoal. So all of the doors in my upper and lower level in the basement are the Kendall charcoal. And I love it because I hate the fingerprints that you get so quickly on the doors. So I absolutely love the Kendall charcoal for that. It looks great. It's just a little bit different. I went with some silver knobs. I love it. So here's my boys' room. Again, click-clack sofa in here. So great for the boys when they're having sleepovers, when they're hanging out. This room was all one room. I separated it with a wall. Again, amazing Les Quartz. I got him to put a plug in here for me. So the boys have kind of a little gaming area in their room, which is great. And then I just built this bunk bed. I was having a lot of frustration with finding the right bunk bed. And I wanted a double over a double, and I wanted something sturdy. And some of them were just a little bit too pricey for me. So, and I knew that my oldest Cam, he's going to be going downstairs to the basement bedroom. So I just couldn't justify it. So I just built this one. Could it be better? I'm sure. I'm sure there's a ton of carpenters who could do a way better job than me. But you know what? It is super sturdy. I bought the net on Amazon. I spray painted it black because I didn't want it white. And you know, my little guy loves climbing up there into his bunk. I made just kind of a little play area for him. You know, he keeps his hockey cards there. Sometimes he reads there. It's awesome. So that was kind of another little addition. Laundry room, I went with this really funky tile. And I think the laundry room or powder room, it's the perfect place for it, maybe a backsplash, but I absolutely love it. It's another tile in the laundry room. You really don't notice, you know, anything on it. It's a great pattern. It just adds a little bit of pizzazz. And here, I wanted some folding space. I do have a dresser in here that's kind of in between rooms. I don't know where it's going to go, but I bought this piece of countertop for like 45, 50 bucks. And I literally, in my garage, just straight cut. There's no back to it, so it was easy. Again, mount it with some 1x1s. That space is irreplaceable. Absolutely love it. And in my laundry room, I bought this off of a guy on Facebook Marketplace who makes these. He lives over out Esser Road. It was like 20 bucks, and I hang like anything on here. I put the coats on here if I wash them. I overhang the pants. Absolutely love it because I just don't like the hanging rod option, and I don't really have that luxury because I have a window there. So that's that. So this is Grayson's room. I couldn't justify doing a really kiddie room for him. He is a 4th child, so he didn't get the super fun kid room because I knew it would be changing 8 times, especially with me as his mom. So I use this dowel. So these are, you can literally get these for like $2.99 in these 6-foot sections. Again, I'm sure it could be funkier. I have sticky notes so I don't forget what to talk about. Could it be a little fancier? I started. I would come here late at night. We had about a month of having both houses, and I came here and I had this dowel, and I kind of just started putting it up. And to be honest, the angles get a bit complicated to make them both perfect, but it worked out perfect. And then just painted it, and it's just a little splash of something. I can change the centerpiece. I can, you know, do anything to kind of spice it up for him, right? But he just has all his crafts up on his shelf up there, and then his awesome Paw Patrol bed. So lesson learned in the hallway. I did a semi-gloss. I have Metropolitan all the way throughout my house, and I did a semi-gloss. Huge mistake when you have dirty-handed, really just one dirty-handed kid, the 3-year-old. So I would have the handprints down the wall all the time. I was constantly washing them. It's great because it's so scrubbable. But for me, that was driving me crazy. So I switched to a matte. So this is a matte. I can see, and it still drives me crazy because I still have some rolling touch-ups where I miss. So when the light comes in, I can see the little bits of, you know, spots where I've missed, but that's okay. The railing I changed as well. You know what? It was beautiful. It totally worked for the last homeowners. You know, it looked great for them. I went with just a really simple classic square picket. These were like $8 at Lowe's. They're really expensive. And I'm sure when we do our main floor, maybe this will happen as well. I'm sanding the top right now and working on that. This is a Benjamin Moore color as well, the gray, because it was just a black iron and then a wood colored top. So this used to be the family room. So if anybody knows this model, this is a first view. They're all over town. It has the family room above the garage. For us, we're going to open up the main floor and, have a great room down there. I don't need a basement rec room, a main floor rec room, and then this rec room. And we have 4 kids, so I needed the extra master. So kind of weird, but I love it. We closed this wall in and we added the barn door. I wanted something nice. I wanted the barn door because when you come down here, when you're standing downstairs at my front door and looking up, I wanted this to be a bit of a feature, right? And I have some barn board accents throughout the house. So I thought that was kind of cool. I got that at Lowe's. And you know what? It was $1,000. So for me, that was worth its weight in gold for sure. So new master suite in here. Forgive the mess over here because that is our new ensuite. So that's being done. And then this is our walk-in closet. So this room is a giant room. And there is that click-clack sofa again. So when kids come in at night, as they do, to sleep in my bed, I will put that sofa down and I sometimes just sleep over there so that I have covers. The fireplace here was pretty typical. Some cartoons on the TV, definitely keeping it real here. The fireplace was a typical first view wood mantled oak orangey fireplace. And I took that off. I sold it on Marketplace. It was great. And we just did this tile. This is just a porcelain Carrera looking tile. It's like $1.89 at any Home Depot, Rona, anywhere. And if you do the math, this is a 5x8 wall that we did. It wasn't a big expense for the dramatic look. The jury's still out on whether I want to do like a mantle, but anyways, turned out really good. Again, because I wanted to save as much as I could, I spray painted these. So these were that brassy gold color. I used heat spray paint and just spray painted them. They pop right out. So that was a super easy one too. So I'll just take you downstairs. So down here, I don't have a whole lot to say because I haven't expressed all my fun ideas yet. But these cabinets, I have 3 of them in my house. These are glass cabinets from IKEA. They're like $60. I have them, one in my boys' bedroom, all their metals and everything stay in there. I love it because then again, my 3-year-old's not grabbing the stuff that's really important to them. And then I have some of my antiques in it here. And then in the basement, we have some other stuff in that one. So I love that. Over here, I did update the powder room. Again, I didn't go crazy. This cost me next to nothing, but I put a medallion on the ceiling. So that was a cheap one from Rona. Just glued that up there and then changed out the vanity. Vanities, guys, I'll show you the one in the basement as well. A lot of these vanities, because we're not staying, I don't go crazy. So a lot of these vanities, I'll go into Rona or Home Depot and just ask one of the sales associates if I can take the floor model. And sometimes they'll have in the bottom, they'll have just some little screw holes just from being on the floor, but super cheap, right? So I got a great deal on that. The tap, my plumber, who's amazing, John Rouse, hates me because he wishes I would buy Moe and everything, and probably someday I will, but for now June's buying Amazon taps and they haven't done me wrong yet. So added that. I love it. And this trim again. So again, these they're shorter sections. These are only like 4 feet. An 8-foot section is like $9. So you can do the math. This was a very small expense, but it just has a little bit of interest. And then I did the wallpaper. I know not everyone loves the wallpaper, but I really like it. It makes me happy. And then down here, I typically don't have this bench, but with the kids' boots, I like to have it there just so I can keep them warm. I did this feature wall. It's a little dark. Sorry, guys. So I use this Hail Navy. It's another Benjamin Moore color. I have it as a feature wall all through the house. And I think when I do the kitchen, I'll probably use it on the island as well. So I'm excited about that. But again, just a different design. And I love these accent walls and this trim work because you can just do anything you want, right? I'm going to post some pictures just of some garage storage I did just out of some barn board from Home Depot. Super affordable, but just for some additional storage like everyone needs, I'm sure. So down here, so this is the basement. Layout's a little bit different right now. We normally don't have it so everything pushed against the wall, but our 3-year-old rides his little 2-wheeler bike across here, and there's a lot more at home time, so it just gives us a bit more space. But these, as I'm sure everyone has, these posts in their basement. For me, they just drove me crazy. They were the round. I just felt like it dated the house a little bit. So I bought this barn board, used some wood glue and some finishing nails, and yeah, wrapped the post. So these come in 6 and 8 foot sections. They have this color, the brown, and this is like $8.99 a sheet or a piece. And you can buy the kits that wrap around the posts, but they're much more expensive than the $40 I spent on each post. This is the whiteboard, the whitewash that they have as well at Home Depot, and I use that just to make that little dartboard. It was pointed out by my husband that the glass thing above the dartboard, probably not the best idea. We have broke it once, but I'll change that someday. But yeah, again, I made this. It was just cute. I got the letters from Michael's, super cheap. This is the vanity. This is the other vanity I was talking about. Totally updated this bathroom, and it has, you can see, just some little holes on the bottom, but I got it for like $175 for a nice vanity. So that was a no-brainer for me. Down here too, something I did that I've done on a ton of houses. I've done it on my garage windows because I don't like when people are going up to my step and they can see in my yucky garage, is this frost. So I do this frost spray everywhere I go, every house I live in. And we have a lot of guests coming in and out on the side yard. And with the kids down here, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to frost these windows. We still have the light coming in, but I have some extra privacy. So, and my gate, sometimes it's not even closed. So I just feel like there's a bit more privacy with the spray. So I did all of the windows in the basement. So again, that frost is $10. You can get it at Walmart or Michael's or anywhere. Kind of the last thing that I did down here that I think my boys like is just this Nerf Gun Wall. Super simple. It's the pegboard again, just mounted. That way we know where all the Nerf guns are. Hopefully they're high enough for, not to go missing from our little guy. So that's another thing that my kids absolutely love. And then lastly, guys, something I know I've talked about before on some of my social media. I absolutely love these, and I will do them as long as the kids tolerate me taking 800 pictures of them per year, is these books. So you can see I have done these books. The kids would be cringing if they were watching the videos. But I have done these books since 2012. So these books are just a collection. You can actually now, these are through my publisher, and you can actually now load right from your Facebook page. So that I used to not have that luxury in 2012. I would have to download all my pictures from the millions of different, media that I would use, my camera and whatever. But now these books, they can just upload the pictures, and they even auto-populate the pages for you. You can load them in. I think I pay about $120, $130 a year, but literally I have 10 of these books, 11, I guess. And we'll sit on the couch some nights and each of us will grab a book and we laugh because there's some awesome, awesome stuff in here. So I really recommend those. I hope someday that one of the kids, the most sentimental one, will really want them. So anyways, that's kind of my little closing point. I absolutely love those books. So yeah, guys, that's just some little stuff, that I've done around this house that I love and I've come to appreciate more, being home more. So I hope if you could pick up any good ideas, I'd love to hear any comments, anything that you guys have done. And yeah, have an awesome day. Happy Monday.